In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at the PowerDelta Oscillator, part of the Sigma indicator suite available at fxscripts.app. The PowerDelta Oscillator is a true delta where you can look for both surges, trends, but also reversals. The Sigma trading system is primarily a reversal system, but with the PowerDelta, you can use it to look for both trend and reversal setups. In terms of what you can see on the charts, there's a few key things I wanted to point out. Firstly, when you're using the counter trend mode, which is what you see at the top here, we have counter trend, which is the oscillator on the bottom. There's also a blended mode, which is a combination of the two. It's roughly sits in the middle. So if you're both a trend and counter trend trader, and you want to look for setups and you don't want too many indicators on your chart, you can put blended on. And then if you saw a reversal setup, you might want to move to counter trend to give you a bit more precision. In counter trend mode, you can see at the bottom here, price has made a lower low. This has made a slightly higher low, and it's led to this huge move to the upside. Now, I went to the trouble of drawing a few things on the charts earlier, just to show you exactly what's going on, and a few other divergences that appear on the chart. So that's the one we just walked through. In terms of the take profit, you might want to look back. We actually have another tool that's part of the Sigma suite that tells you exactly where you should be targeting. At the moment, we were just looking at various points in history that we'd like to target, and this was one of them. So it gave you a nice 4.35 to 1 trade. There was another divergence you can see here. Price makes a lower low, and you can see the delta tails off, showing that there's going to be some upside all the way up here, and then another divergence, this time to the downside, so on and so forth. See all these lovely divergences. This was only a minor one, and as you can see, using the trend tool, but also the counter trend, bit of a peak here, but you can see it goes into consolidation. There is a little false breakout here to the downside, but on the whole, it tells you exactly what's going on your charts. So if you're a novice trader, for instance, even advanced traders, you can make good use of this tool. Now down in trend mode, the way to use it is if you are watching price to go to the upside and you're seeing it slowly climb, you're unsure what might be happening at this point. You can see it's climbing, it's going to keep climbing. It does tail off a little bit here, hence we have this consolidation. So anywhere around here would have been a good point if you were just watching this trade to come out. The next one I wanted to point out, you can see there's increased buying, so it's gone from small to large. Now, perhaps not at this point, but definitely at this point, you know you're in an uptrend. So when there's a crossover, you get this nice big candle, you know there's going to be more upside. So again, it gives you confidence in your trade if you're already in a trade, not sure when to come out or not. Likewise, once you've had this huge sell-off, which we caught very nicely, divergence to the downside, you can see there's decreased selling. Again, this is trend mode, so you can see that's tailoring off, and then it enters this consolidation phase. Now, in terms of what else this indicator can do, you can obviously tweak the color settings however you like them. The other key setting is this. You can choose the source as either the chart or an alternative. Now, in this case, I've set the alternative up to Euro JPY. We're on the US JPY chart on the hourly, and I've set it to Euro JPY because I wanted to get a second opinion, basically. I'm also going to flip this to counter trend mode, so we have a direct comparison between the top and the bottom. So looking at this point, for instance, you can see on this chart, if you're looking at these 2 points, again, if you're unsure whether it's going to continue upwards or not, you could look at Euro JPY, get a second opinion, and you can see that it's made a lower low here, higher low here. So with this in mind, it's another confluence. No matter how many you're using, if you're using trends, there was a confluence on that too, but this is obviously using the counter trend. Another confluence that the price is going to go to the upside. So pretty smart little feature that as well. You can use it to compare any instruments such as NQ and ES on futures, so the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. You could use it with, say, the Euro USD and the USD Swiss. Obviously, in that case, if Euro USD is on your main chart, you would want, instead of USD CHF, you would put in CHF USD. Obviously, you want USD on the same side. So Euro USD, CHF USD. Just one to watch out for. Always make sure the whatever you're correlating matches up on both sides. There we have it. That is the PowerDelta.